Hey everybody, it's the Review Revolution, back at you again with the next Double Feature Friday. Yeah, back on schedule. Double features are on Friday. Some folks have said that they want to see a few more Minimates, and because it's Halloween, it's October, candy's on shelves, costumes are on hangers, Toys R Us is getting in the Diamond Select Toys, I guess Universal Studios, home of the original monsters, Minimates, as well as the larger Marvel Legend scale figures. Now, I'm not doing those, but I figured the Minimates would actually be a really great Double Feature Friday. So, for anybody who's been wanting to see more Minimates, here you go. There are actually, of course, 8 figures that are in the set. Dr. Reed comes with the Creature from the Black Lagoon. Makes perfect sense. Larry Talbot, again, comes with the Wolfman. Perfect sense. Eventually, I might pick up those sets just because that's more like the movie set. But I actually really really liked the 2 kind of bonus or, I guess, extra figures. With it is the Transformation Werewolf and then the glow-in-the-dark Creature from the Black Lagoon. So, kind of nifty. Really like that. Also, along with it, was the black and white Creature from the Black Lagoon and black and white Werewolf. I thought these were really cool. And of course they are Toys R Us exclusives. So those would be pretty good to take a look at. Now, just taking a look at the packaging, excuse me. It's typical Minimate packaging. Nothing new, nothing that unusual. Got the Minimates logo on there. And got the Universal Studios home of the original monsters seal. Got the Creature from the Black Lagoon on the one side, Transformation Werewolf on the other, and of course, as I mentioned, all the other characters. Cheney Entertainment. Guessing that's Lon Chaney Entertainment. The write-up on the Creature from the Black Lagoon says, the Creature from the Black Lagoon was originally filmed and later released in 1954 as a 3D movie. It was one of the first movies released in 3D and was considered a classic from almost the moment it was released. Yeah, I can imagine. 3D? I mean, I'm not big on 3D myself, but it's something where, hey, if it's the first time you saw it, it was probably pretty cool. Transformation Werewolf. While killing what he thought was a wolf, Larry Talbot was bitten by a werewolf, cursed with lycanthropy, big word. Talbot was forced to prowl the countryside in the form of a 2-legged wolf. He is later bludgeoned to death by his father, who unknowingly used the silver-tipped head of his walking stick to dispatch the beast, only to watch in horror as the monster is revealed in death to be his son. Anybody who's going to watch The Werewolf for Halloween and hasn't seen it already, spoiler alert. Again, same kind of packaging. The Toys R Us exclusive sticker. But the write-up on these, the Creature from the Black Lagoon was originally released by Universal Pictures in 3D in 1954. Back in the days of high definition, before the days of high definition, color movies. Start over. Before the days of high-definition color movies, the cinematographer and lighting crew had to work much harder to convey emotion and detail in their subjects. This paint variation attempts to pay homage to the past masters. I like that. I like the fact that not so much that they actually did kind of an homage set like this, but they actually bothered to put in the write-up that that's why they're doing it. It wasn't just a black and white version, because of course, black and white movies. No, this is actually because of the fact that, it was much harder to scare people when you couldn't use kind of the high-tech technology of today. I like that. I like the fact that they actually mention and make it an homage to those people. That's really good. The Wolfman was originally released by Universal Pictures in 1941 and was originally the second Wolfman picture they released. Before the days of high-definition color movies, blah, blah, blah. This paint variation attempts to pay homage to those past masters. So, very cool. I'd say let's take a moment, pop the Wolfman and the creature from Black Lagoon out of the pack and have some fun. Be right back. All right, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. We're back. And, man, what a shame. Oh, man, these guys, they look so cool, and they're such a cool idea. It's just a shame that these Minimates, I've tried boiling them. I've tried working the shoulders. These guys, at least half of them, well, different ones in different places have some real articulation problems. Really, really bad. There is one that's actually does exactly what it should, and it's actually very cool. That is the glow-in-the-dark creature from the Black Lagoon. And not surprising, because whatever they used on the paint for the rest of these, no. Gosh, no. But the creature from the Black Lagoon, he's made entirely out of the glow-in-the-dark plastic. And it looks really cool. I mean, I think that if the regular painted version were here, you could certainly appreciate more kind of the scales and the textures that are here. It's a little bit hard to tell on this one. But even still, you look at the fin on his back and his gills, which just an extra headpiece. Got his kind of fishy face, which looks really good. That's very fishy. Actually, he's actually really cool. And again, based on this, I may go back and pick up the other one that's the actual official kind of green version. But this one's actually really cool. I really, really like him. His articulation, no problem. Head will turn. The body piece makes the up and down a little pointless, but will turn. The arms come up and out, elbow, and a twist at the hand, which I really like the fact that even though these are $1 more than regular Minimates, I mean, these are actually a whole $1 more, and they don't really come with any extra accessories. I actually like the fact that, unlike other Minimates that have kind of unique hands or feet, they didn't give us a set of standard hands to kind of keep track of. I've got a little pile of little clip hands that I have to keep track of, and I hate doing it. So I'm glad that in the case of the creature from the Black Lagoon, they just kind of gave him his webbed claws and his big feet with kind of the scales and the fins on it as well. Kind of a fin that runs up the back of his leg that's attached to his foot. I also like that on the hand here and on the foot, they're actually attached to the hand. It's not like they're a little pin or a little peg or even a little loop that goes on that can break. It's actually part of the hand itself. But I really love the fact that it's just not an extra piece to keep track of. That's really cool. Now, unfortunately, the others. Take a look at the two werewolves, or wolfmen, if you will. They actually look kind of cool. I like the black nose, kind of got the puppy dog nose almost. And, he's got his fangs showing, but he doesn't look all that vicious. They could have definitely done something to make him look a little more menacing. But just the same, he's actually pretty cool. I love the sculpt on the fur and how his face comes out. The black and white version, of course, as the package mentions, this is just kind of a repaint of the official one, where he's got the brown pants, I believe, and the blue shirt. But seeing him in the black and white, that's actually really cool. I love it. I love the tears. I love the rips. Again, no similar Minimate hands, but certainly werewolf or wolfmanish. Got the fur on the top of his hands and on his feet. Here on the transformation version, you see big chunks of his hair. Again, same kind of hands and feet. Great look for both of them. Particularly the black and white version. I really, really love this one. Now, the problem I have is any place on these figures that's gray, like for instance, on the black and white version, the elbow is cool, no problems there. Head turns fine. As a matter of fact, even pops off to show a neutral, standard neutral Minimate head. Elbows good. Twist. Legs come out. Bend. Black pants. The problem is that at the shoulder, there is nothing. It is just stuck in place. And I've tried heating it. I've tried to slowly try to get it to move. Yeah. If you've owned Minimates, you know that if you take it and give it a little tug, not too much, but just a bit, if it doesn't move, don't push it. Don't push it. You're going to spend some time trying to get that one to work. Same thing on this one, surprisingly. Head is fine. Elbows are good. Knee hinges up is fine. Nothing in the legs here. Gray pants. Nothing in the gray. But nothing in the shoulders either. And that's really disappointing because it's not gray. It's brown. I mean, the gray paint, fine. It's going to cause problems. The brown, what? Bummer. Still looks cool, though. Still looks very cool. The black and white creature from the Black Lagoon. If you can focus. Head doesn't really turn. Elbows are fine. Elbows are great. Knees, good. You can see the sculpting a little bit better. I would actually say I like this one as is in light. I like this one better. This one's actually really, really cool. But nothing in the shoulders. They're just stuck. They're not going to move. And nothing in the waist or in the hips. I mean, he turns, yeah, but nothing to be done there. So, you know, if you're a Minimate fan, if having these in your collection is just kind of a novelty, just something kind of nifty, be careful. It's one of the things where, yeah, 3 of the 4 figures have some serious articulation issues. Just to go over real quickly, now the Wolfman, the one here in the black and white, actually comes with the silver walking stick with the ram's head. But technically you give it to either one, and even with his kind of unique hands, he still holds it pretty well. This was his shoulders worked, so you could get him in some better poses with it. And, of course, the glow-in-the-dark creature from the Black Lagoon. Yeah. Very neat. Let's see if it focuses. Kind of. Really cool. So, I'd say plant him somewhere, put him somewhere maybe under a lamp, maybe near an open window, and then at night, whenever the lights go out, whenever you're turning in, you know, you'll always have the glowing creature from the Black Lagoon. Certainly, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Rate, comment, subscribe, join the revolution. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.